Well, here's something I didn't expect to say on Andy's first day back at school. I can't believe I'm having to say this sentence. They've put him on the wrong bus and he's currently an hour away from school in the wrong direction. Right folks, and welcome to today's vlog. It is back to normality today. The kids have gone back to school. Andy went back to school without too much issue. He didn't want to go last night, but I think after we reminded him that he was going, he was kind of looking forward to getting back into the routine. So he ended up going without too much trouble. I've been back to work this morning, already made one Football Manager video. I'm returning to Twitch streaming tonight as well, now that one of my Football Manager series has ended, which I think I can finally talk about that ending now without it being a spoiler. I actually played the ending to that over 2 weeks ago and had to keep it quiet because so much stuff was scheduled while we were on holiday. And also Anna is back at work this morning, so she had her 5 AM alarm go off this morning for a 7 AM start here at the co-op, and I have now arrived to, one, pick her up, but two, get some food for lunch. We have nothing in the house. Despite getting back from France on Saturday afternoon, we've kind of just been surviving on sandwiches. I think we overate while we were away. A few days of sandwiches won't kill us, but we kind of do need to do a proper food shop at some point. Now is not that point though. So I'm going in to buy more sandwich equipment and then promise we'll do a proper shop soon. Look who's home! It's Anna! Did you have a delightful day back at work? Would you like to tell people about the stain on your top?
Yeah, it's from the pirates.
Pirate stains?
Yeah.
Do you know what food stuff it was? Some exotic pirate food has stained your brand new top.
Exotic cuisine.
Yeah, well there you go then. Our glowing review of the Pirates restaurant is now changed to don't wear clothes you don't want to ruin.
It is.
First time you ever wore the top and it's got a stain on. Very sad.
I only put it in for a quick wash.
Here, have a banana to make you feel better.
Done.
Did you have a delightful morning at work?
Yeah.
Was it good to be back?
So good to be at work.
I loved my work this morning. I'm eager to get back out to it now, but you're making me make you a cup of tea.
I've been up since 4:30 because someone snores.
Yeah, but if I make you a cup of tea, we know full well this creature here, wherever he is going to drink it.
A bit of it. I don't like drinking the ends of warm beverages. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, but Dave likes... Have you got a bag of crisps as well? Stop being a bumhead. Here's a bumhead.
You should show the picture I sent you this morning.
Anna sent me a picture this morning before she left for work. I'll put it up here. This is what Dave gets up to when we're not around. Will you stop stealing the crisps? We've got a pile of stuff on the floor where we're assembling Andy's stuff ready to take to respite, but it's also the shopping we just bought, including a pack of McCoys that he's just trying to steal all of them. What an absolute... We can't do anything in this house.
What are you doing over there?
What do you mean? Oh, I'm downloading something on my DS. I just got a review copy of a new Persona game on the DS. It's not a full fat Persona game, I don't think, but I listened to Mature Gamer podcast this Saturday morning to find out what I think of it, or what it's called, because I don't remember. But it's downloading now, so have had to dig out my DS and have it plugged in on Andy's charger while I'm downloading that game. But
will you get out?
Dave is now sniffing in Andy's food bag that we're getting together for him and getting...
There's stuff in there. Look, Coke's in there.
But yes, we are trying to get Andy's stuff ready because we've been back 2 days and he's already going off for 3 nights at respite. So Anna's a monster. I think you are looking forward to a break from him, aren't you?
I need a sleep.
We've been fully with Andy all day, every moment.
You haven't.
Awake and asleep. I pretty much have for a week.
You had 3 days.
Yeah, okay, more than a week ago I did. Anna's had him for 2 weeks nearly, but yeah, we're both looking forward to a little bit of a break. That's what respite care is for, but this is the longest time he'll ever be away from us at respite, I think, because he's doing both trips as part of school. So he leaves for school on the school bus tomorrow morning as normal, so Tuesday morning, that's the last we see of him until he comes home on the school bus on Friday afternoon. So he's going back and forth from his respite in Boston to his school every day. He's going to be absolutely exhausted. Hopefully he'll be able to get through it okay. You asked me to peel a banana for you. You're gonna have to hold the camera.
I'm struggling.
Well,
I don't know where you are.
Just keep it there. Look, this is, I mean, it's not hard to peel. Okay, that's a weird way to peel a banana. I feel like I've just peeled it the way an ape does now. Start eating it from the side.
Ooh, no, I can't eat that. Here you go.
Why? Why? No wonder that dog goes for everything.
I can't eat round.
I give up. I'm gonna go get on with some work. Well, here's something I didn't expect to say on Andy's first day back at school. I can't believe I'm having to say this sentence. They've put him on the wrong bus and he's currently an hour away from school in the wrong direction. I might sound quite flippant about that because it's been going on for an hour now for us. It's currently nearly 4:30. He's due home at 3:30. I have been on the phone to various people, emailing various people, screaming and shouting at various people for the last hour or so. And it is now in the process of being resolved. He's on his way back. There have been many, many apologies sent our way. And hopefully it won't cause too much of an issue. Allow me to take you back to the start of the story. As I mentioned earlier in this video, Andy's due to go to his respite tomorrow after school, where he's going to be for the next 3 nights. Somewhere along the information chain, and we don't know where yet, that date has been recorded incorrectly. His respite weren't expecting him today, but the people who transport him from school to respite were expecting to take him today, and the school have basically just done as they were told. They put him on whichever taxi turns up to get him. In this case, it was 2. The only reason we knew this was happening is we got a phone call from his normal bus driver to say, Andy's gone to Boston. Thanks for letting us know. And we were like, well, we didn't know either. Thanks for letting us know. We now need to find out what's going on. So after getting that phone call, we then immediately leapt into action and started contacting the school ourselves, except they didn't answer their phone. They also didn't answer their email when we sent them an email asking, where is he, what's gone on. We then got Andy's normal, this is what he's been doing at school today email. I replied to that with the previous one copied in saying, someone needs to reply to this. As far as we're aware, he's currently on a bus to Boston and they're not expecting him there. He has none of his stuff with him. Someone needs to turn that bus around and get him home. And then I sent a big ranty email, including the social worker as well, just saying how disgusted I was with the whole thing and how I need somebody to get a hold of it and sort something out. And I went off on a full rant, the sort of rant that 2 years ago I would have done the whole rant here on the vlog, whereas now I'd like to think I've matured and I can give them both barrels, tell you I've done it and not need to go into all the details. But yeah, long story short, they weren't able to get hold of the bus all the way to Boston, which I can't get my head around that because it's a 40-minute drive from Andy's school to Boston. And he's made it all the way to his respite place where they had been made aware that he was coming now, but obviously didn't have a bed for him, weren't expecting him, he had none of his stuff there. So they've basically met him in reception, done their best to explain to him that he's going straight home and coming back tomorrow, which the way it's been explained to me is he's just accepted it and he's completely fine. We'll see, I guess, in an hour or so when he makes it home what kind of mood he's actually in. But they've then put him back on the same bus and are bringing him all the way back here rather than back to school, bringing him back home again, which means eventually when he gets here, he'll be about 2 hours later than he normally would be, having spent those 2 hours on a bus to Boston and then a bus back to Boston. And the conversation I've had with the school just now is, okay, well, that's obviously a huge mistake that somebody's made, but putting that to one side for a minute, are we actually expecting him to get on the bus to Boston tomorrow now? Because he's going to his respite tomorrow after school. What are they going to do to make sure he actually gets on it? Because if I was in his position, having gone through all this nonsense today, I would certainly be a little reluctant to get on that same bus again tomorrow, because that's the bus that drives me all the way to respite. I go into reception, turn around, come all the way home again, and it takes 2 hours and I'm home late and I'm hungry and I'm tired. But they don't seem to think it'll be a problem because they've been assured that he's just taken it all in his stride and is absolutely fine, which he might be. I'm not convinced myself that that's the Andy we're going to see when he comes home. I think he's probably going to be very agitated by the whole thing. But we'll see, I guess. But yeah, like I say, not what I was expecting. I I can't get my head around how it can happen, because the date, we dug the email out to make sure we've not gone mad. We've not written the date down wrong, but the date from the respite place to us on the email is clearly tomorrow. Apparently it's them who arranged the transport, but I don't know why they would arrange the transport for the wrong date when they sent us the right date. Surely that's all part of the same job. The school apparently don't get told when he's at the respite place. They just put him on whatever bus comes there and asks for him, which does make me question. Well, today 2 buses were there and asking for him. They've just put him on one of them and not queried it with anyone. So I guess it's been a first come, first serve thing, maybe. But that seems insane. He didn't have any of his bags with him, no overnight stuff, none of his devices. I have to believe that he was protesting, because he gave a little bit of protest this morning. He didn't want to go to school, didn't want to get on the bus, because he wanted some time at home. I cannot believe he would knowingly get on the wrong bus and not argue about it, not shout "No Haven" or something along those lines, because he wasn't expecting to go. It would have been a complete surprise to him. And you would just think that the combination of him not being happy, there being 2 different buses both expecting to take him, and him having none of his overnight stuff, none of his food with him, I can't get my head around why we weren't just given a quick phone call to say what's going on, or the respite place weren't given a quick phone call to say he is coming to you tonight, isn't he? But it seems that not only has that not happened, but until the bus driver rang us, we didn't know about it. The way I see it, he's under no responsibility there to ring us. He's just doing as he's told. So if he's been told by someone, and we don't know who the someone is, school claim that he's not spoken to anybody there, but someone's told him and he's gone to Boston. He's not phoned us to say and he's not there. He's phoned us to say he's gone to Boston. So obviously he has spoken to somebody. In his position, I don't know that I'd be calling us. I'd just be like, oh, well, nice for him to let us know. I'd just go home. So it could have been left until like 4 o'clock, and he's arriving at respite and they're phoning us saying, why is Andy here? Oh, by which time school would have gone home and we wouldn't have been able to get it dealt with. It's an absolute mess, and I don't understand how it can happen and why it has to happen now, because obviously we've just come back from holiday. Andy wants time at home. He wasn't keen to go to school today. He wasn't keen to go to respite this week, and now he's had this thrown in his path, and it's just so frustrating. And as I've just said to the school, the extra layer of frustration that's just the icing on the cake is that way back when, going back for, what is it, it's nearly 4 years at this point, when he first started refusing to go to school, that was the day after bus issues on the way home, or a couple of days after, where the bus broke down on the way home and they were stuck there for like half an hour and eventually made it home, and he decided he didn't like getting the school bus anymore because of a bus issue, and it immediately sets alarm bells off with us of, well, that caused it back then and he didn't go back to school for 1.5 years. Let's hope he's better equipped to handle it this time. And I think he probably is. But when it's such a trigger issue for Andy, you would think they would just not mess it up. Oh, I haven't done one of these vlogs for so long. I feel like I'm in the Big Brother diary room, just getting a load of stress off my chest. I don't understand how it's happened. We'll see how he is when he gets home, I guess.
No, tomorrow, baby.
On this one.
No, you're going tomorrow.
Yeah, got it on there. Oh,
Are you alright?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah, you're sleeping at home tonight and then you're at Haven tomorrow.
Put that down. Let me cuddle you. Put that down. Oh.
Shall we get this written on your board so you know when you're there?
I'm so sorry.
He seems fine. Are you alright?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dave. Well, he's
I love you so much.
I love you too.
seems to have taken it completely in his stride. We'll get his board updated so he knows exactly when he's going. So obviously he is a little bit confused, but take it as another example of just how much progress he's made. Even a year ago, that would have led to a full-on meltdown. Today, it's just like, alright. Gonna go upstairs and play Peggle by the sounds of him. I need to get this written on his board. Oh, that was so stressful. He's actually made it home much earlier than expected as well. I think we might have been a little bit delayed in getting messages through because it's not even 5 o'clock and he's home, and it's a good hour's drive from Boston to here. So when the school rang me, it just gone 4 to say he'd just got there. I think that was probably plus 15 minutes padding to work out what they were going to say to us, because he must have left Boston at like 3:45 to get here for this time. But at least he's home. It seems there's no harm done. As you saw from there, he wants to go to his respite at the weekend, but he didn't kick off too much when we said he'd be there tomorrow. I will get it written on his board while he's upstairs, and we'll see how he reacts to that when he comes down. But fingers crossed, all should be okay. So that's now updated with...
What are you doing?
Dave, Dave, why do you need to see it? This isn't your board. So that's now updated with his respite tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. We've found a fair that we can go to on Sunday. He's been asking to go to the fair for months because the last 2 times we've tried to go, they've been cancelled for bad weather. There's a dinosaur fair in Peterborough on Sunday, so we're going to go to that. Then he's just got a normal week at school, and then it's his school residential trip, which he's got 2 nights on that as well, which we're not even sure if that's the right way to explain it to him, but at least it's there and it's sort of in his head. But let's see if that is all still on there when he comes downstairs, or if he's just going to wipe it all straight off. Hopefully the fair will appease him about respite for the rest of the week. So where are we going on Sunday then?
Disney, go fair.
We're going to a fair in Peterborough. There's no fireworks,
There's a fair.
but there's dinosaurs.
There's a female, most wanted female.
And then where are you going tomorrow?
Disneyland.
No.
Watch fireworks.
No, so tomorrow you've got school, and then you're going to Haven after school tomorrow on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Problem
Disney
solved.
Hotel.
And now he's looking at Disney on his iPad, and I can go make our dinner. Which we did actually buy some real human food. I'm feeding way back into the start of the vlog now. Spaghetti bolognese, which is the closest thing to a proper human meal we've had since we've been home. And after all that, we've settled into a relatively normal evening. Apart from the fact he's just started being grumpy now because Anna's playing the wrong Zuma game. Apparently he wants to play Zuma Deluxe and she's playing Zuma Revenge like an absolute monster, even though he asked for this one. I'm not playing it, I'm not on your side.
Mummy plays Zuma
I
Deluxe.
take Mummy's side on these issues. She's playing Zuma, that'll do.
Down there. Oh, Zuma Deluxe.
This is the one you asked for.
I'm not playing A.
This one.
No, you cannot keep changing your mind.
Yeah, this was the one you asked for, Andy.
Zuma Deluxe, one more.
But you asked for Zuma Revenge.
Zuma Deluxe.
I think Anna is more ready for this respite than she's ever been in the history of the world.
He's happy now.
But we are going to wrap today's vlog up there. I've still got a little bit of washing up to do, and I'm going outside shortly to make my glorious return to Twitch. If you've never seen my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/LaLujoFM. I'm going to start doing that 2 or 3 nights a week again. I'm not doing it on any particular schedule.
3, I don't think so.
Apparently she thinks 2. 2 or
Level
3,
3.
depending on... It always used to be 3. It did.
I didn't see you.
You see me right now. I'm here.
But that's not a room.
Possibly 2 nights a week then.
On. William.
But definitely tonight,
No, the volume is fine.
which was yesterday for you, so you can go back and watch the replay at twitch.tv/LaLujoFM. But for now, we shall say goodbye. So if you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for us. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. And thank you very much for watching. So see you on Friday.
See you on Friday.